Hello everyone, today I have gotten a new power supply. I'll just bring it on the table in a minute. First I'll tell you about it. It's a 3 kilovolt DC power supply made by HP, Hewlett Packard, or Packard, I don't know. 0 to 6 milliamps. Let me show you. Yeah, you may notice one thing at first. It says that it is made for 115 volts. And that's true because it is from America. It's made in the USA. Let me just show you this real quickly without damaging it. So there you go, let me turn it around so it's easier to see. There you go. And then plate, there you go. Made in USA. Now, so it's a pretty cool power supply. Yes, there is a European plug on it, but I know I'm the only one going to be using this power supply, so I know how to run it, and I will not let others do anything with it. So this is the side. It has a nice carry handle at the center of gravity, so it's nice. And this is what it looks like from the top. So it's a little bit interesting way of controlling the voltage. So you have these. See, there you go. 2000 volts. And you just go up to 999 because this one can go up to 11 or 10, I mean, yeah, 10. So it goes up to 5000 volts. Now I have a little Variac. Let me test it with the Variac. One moment. Here we have the Variac. I'm going to be powering it. Okay, so we're going to slowly bring up the voltage to 110. That's fine. There we go. We have about a little under 2 kilovolts. (2900 volts). 990 volts, and 3 kilovolts. It is split, so from the middle to ground there is half of what's here, and between them two there's the full voltage. Now let me just see. It's slowly, there's a resistor because it operates on a capacitor inside it. Just gonna wait for that to go down. You know what? For a fact, let me show you how it looks when I'm shorting it. Now be careful, this is pretty dangerous. It's turned off, of course, but do never touch it. Never touch a high voltage output. And here we have the other. I want to do my other hand so I don't touch the other piece. There we go. Let me get a, there we go, I got a crocodile clip. Putting it on the negative. Okay, turning it on. It is on now at 3 kilovolts. Let me do the ground first. See, that's a little bit. Now let's do between them. Yeah, that is pretty loud. But it is, see, it just shorts the supply. So it is just that. And the other one, let's see, to ground. Nothing, you see that? It is pretty aggressive, but it's based on a capacitor. Let me show you the inside. For safety, I'm just going to do this. There we go. Now, always caution, high voltage, danger when cover is removed. So be careful when doing that. I'm not saying don't do it, but just for God's sake, be careful and just use the one hand rule. Now let me open this. Now, let's see what's inside. One moment, there's just one screw. There we go. Moment of truth. So here you see immediately that big 4000 volt DC capacitor. Let me show you close up. So you see, here we got the capacitor, the control, the transformer, high voltage transformer, some bigger transformer with a rectifier here. Wait, that's a diode. So we have a diode here. Now let me show you. And there are we have a power transformer here. I believe that just drives this low voltage side, and this one is the one that drives the high voltage stuff. Low voltage power mesh. So this is the low voltage power mesh. Over here, reference supply. That must be here, and here we have the current limit supply. Reference regulators in there, in here, and voltage input amp here. And this is the high voltage grid. It's pretty nice. Now never go touching with this because it may still be live. That's why I'm using a screwdriver and keeping my fingers away from that metal tip. So like this. Capacitor, analog meter, control stuff, transformers, power supply transformers, capacitors, transformer again. It's nice. It also says caution, laminate at high voltage. So this one is at high voltage on the core. So be careful, guys. It's a nice power supply. It is for 115 volts, but you can probably make it to 240. But it says that on the back too with a fuse. But I believe you have to switch the transformer inside or do some mess with the taps. And I might do that later, so I can just plug it into the wall. But I'm not going to do that right now. Now I'm going to put this together again. Now, I don't know what this unit was used for. I have no clue what you would use it for. But I guess if you need 3000 volts at 6 milliamps DC, it's perfect for you then. But otherwise, I don't know what it's used for. Some of them don't have this logo up here. Which is, I don't know why, but it might have been put on by somebody else, but I think it's pretty funny. HP. And let me just, for a little bonus, the Variac I was using is this Lübke 2 amp Variac. I believe it's Lübke because it is pretty much close to their fashion of design, but nowhere on it does it say Lübke. And there's some Danish Bautrup Hansen. So I don't know if it's a Danish Variac, but It's nice. I found it I got it from an old abandoned house when I contacted the owner. So it was gonna get demolished, so I could save it. It's a pretty nice Variac. As you can see, it has roller brushes. It has roller brushes, tiny ones. And see here. So, but I suspect it's Lübke, which is nice. Now I know what this Variac was used for. It was used in those ozone ion air cleaning stuff in a cinema. So let me show you there was a tag right here. Let me show you that. So here we have Danish Ozonomat, 220 volts, and it says AS, so aktieselskab, and it was, see, it's quite old, so it was right here, and it was controlling some high voltage transformer that would make, ionized air and make ozone in the ventilation room of the cinema. It was an old one, early 1900s to the 50s. It was abandoned in 2003, and so I saved this along with the big Variac stack. So that's pretty nice, and that's it. Thank you for watching.